We will provide you with the authenticated information for which your therapist or counselor may charge you a lot of money. Sit, think, and have a conversation with yourself. I know this sounds a little weird, but trust me, this is the only way. Try to find out who you are. What do you think about different situations? Ask yourself just a simple question: who am I? And it will lead to enlightenment. Self actualized persons have a strong sense of purpose and self awareness, which is a challenging goal to reach. And people who do self actualize at some point in life may be able to retain access to this level because they have learned the necessary skills to achieve fulfillment. So before moving ahead, let's dive into what really is this concept that literary people, psychologists, and the highly paid counselors and therapists use. We will provide you with the authenticated information for which your therapist or counselor may charge you a lot of money. We want you to get motivated, more informed about your life, and after this video, you start making conscious decisions and taking responsibility of your mistakes. So are you ready? Then brace yourself. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist who was best known for creating Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Becoming self actualized is not always a straightforward process, and it can take years for some people to reach self actualization. Self actualization is the final stage of development in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This stage occurs when a person is able to take full advantage of their talents while still being mindful of their limitations. When you open a book or start learning about this, you might come across a definition which says self-actualization is a term commonly used to refer to an enlightened maturity characterized by the achievement of goals, acceptance of oneself, and an ability to self-access in a realistic and positive way. Wasn't that a difficult expression? Let's make it simple so that we may get some lessons out of it. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a motivational theory like this. This is the 5-stage model of human needs. Let's have a closer look. According to Maslow, this is an arrangement of human needs in order of fulfillment, and human follows the path of bottom up. The sequence of hierarchy needs are physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. He proposed that needs lower down the hierarchy must be satisfied before individuals can attend to needs higher up. The most basic of physiological needs are air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, and reproduction. Look around and you will observe individuals and societies where these needs are not met or face a lot of uncertainty in meeting those needs. These individual and societies remain entangled in fulfilling them and hardly can focus on anything else. When these needs are met, only then does the human focus on fulfillment of rest in a sequential order, which is to say, security and safety needs, love and belongingness needs, and after that, he strives towards esteem need, a need for recognition and accomplishment. These all are labeled as deficiency needs, also called D needs. Since we have already discussed that first 4 levels are referred to as deficiency needs or D needs, so what do we call top level then? The top level is known as growth or being needs, which is also called B needs. Now here comes a most significant turn in this, which is the difference between deficiency needs and growth needs. These all deficiency needs arise due to the deprivation and are set to motivate people to work and strive when they are unmet. Also, a very important thing you must have experienced is the urge to fulfill such needs will become stronger the longer the duration they are denied. For example, a longer a person goes without food, the more hungry they'll become. Maslow states that when a deficit need has been more or less satisfied, it will go away, and our activities become habitually directed towards meeting the next set of needs that we have yet to satisfy. However, growth needs continue to be felt and may even become stronger once they have been engaged. Growth needs do not stem from a lack of something, but rather from a desire to grow as a person. This is the point we want to emphasize. Once these growth needs have been reasonably satisfied, one may be able to reach the highest level called self-actualization. Every person is capable and has the desire to move up the hierarchy toward a level of self-actualization. Unfortunately, progress is often disrupted by a failure to meet lower level needs. Life experiences, including divorce and loss of job, may cause an individual to fluctuate between the levels of hierarchy. It is for sure that everyone will not move through the hierarchy in an upward direction, but may move down too, depending upon the life and the needs he wants to meet. It is we who has to think, what do we want? Do we want to be from the ordinary people who remain careless and stay on the level of physiological needs, or we want to have a direction or goal like saints and great prophets have achieved? As we are sitting here and watching this video right now, this means we are above the threshold of individuals whose most basic needs are not met. So for people like us, the hierarchy of needs which we have discussed serve as a model of development and improvement. Because we have reached a certain stage of mental development who shouldn't behave like babies who start at the lowest level by attempting to gain food, water, and shelter. We should know that the process of self actualization is different for everyone, and most of them do not achieve all levels of hierarchy throughout their lives. While Maslow believed achieving self actualization is somewhat rare and posited that only about 1% of the adult population have self actualized, current research shows this number may be higher. In addition, those that do self actualize will not necessarily remain in that state. People may travel between several levels of hierarchy over their lifespan based on life experiences, individual choices, and mental health. So we need to remain focused and be grateful to Almighty of finding the joy of growth, needs of knowing, and searching knowledge, becoming a philanthropist or improving the society as a unit. These people who rise above their own deficiencies of life show acceptance of facts, lack of prejudice, ability to solve problems, sense of morality, creativity, and spontaneity. For Maslow, self actualization describes the desire that leads to realization of one's full potential. A self actualizer is a person who has reached the apex of human existence. In other words, that person has become everything they are capable of becoming. This realization of potential can occur in many ways, but generally includes the achievement of sound psychological health and strong sense of fulfillment.